Welcome to our tour of the top creepy places in Wisconsin. Known for its rolling hills, serene lakes, and charming small towns, the state might seem like a peaceful Midwestern escape. However, beneath its picturesque surface lies a darker side filled with haunted places and chilling legends. Beyond its famous cheese and beer, Wisconsin is home to unsettling tales of mysterious disappearances and restless spirits. Join us as we explore the top creepy locations in the Badger State, where history and mystery collide in the most eerie of ways. Before we enter the realm of the unknown, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out as we uncover the mysteries of creepy places. Remember to like, share, and comment below with your own tales of the supernatural. Number 5. Boy Scout Lane, Stevens Point. Located in the dense woods outside Stevens Point, Boy Scout Lane is a quiet, narrow road that ends abruptly in the wilderness. Despite its mundane appearance, it carries a dark reputation, steeped in legends of tragedy. The road gets its name from plans in the mid-20th century to develop a Boy Scout campground in the area. However, for reasons unknown, the project was abandoned, leaving the land isolated. Locals began to spin eerie tales about the place, with the most enduring one involving a Boy Scout troop meeting an untimely demise. According to one version, the Scoutmaster went insane during a camping trip and murdered the boys one by one. In another version, a tragic fire broke out, leaving no survivors. These stories, though unverified, have persisted for decades. Those who venture down Boy Scout Lane often report strange, inexplicable experiences. Flickering lights resembling lanterns are seen deep in the woods, and some claim to hear the faint rustle of footsteps or children's laughter. Paranormal investigators suggest that the energy of those lost in the stories has left an imprint on the land, making Boy Scout Lane a mysterious and chilling destination. Number 4. Dartford Cemetery, Green Lake. Established in the 1800s, Dartford Cemetery is one of the oldest burial grounds in Wisconsin. It's the final resting place for pioneers, Civil War soldiers, and young children who succumbed to epidemics in the 19th century. However, it's not just its age that makes it unsettling. It's the persistent tales of ghostly activity. The cemetery's history is deeply intertwined with the area's earlier inhabitants, the Ho-Chunk Nation. For thousands of years before European settlers arrived, the Ho-Chunk, then known as the Winnebago, called Green Lake, Dachula, a sacred and mystical place believed to have no bottom. It was here that the Ho-Chunk gathered to honor the spirit who dwells beneath the water. According to local historians, every Winnebago was expected to visit Green Lake at least once in their lifetime to pay homage to the water spirit. Evidence of their presence was in the form of burial mounds and earthen structures that once lined the lake's shores. One of the most notable figures connected to Green Lake's history is Chief High Knocker, born in 1820 on the lake's eastern shore. Known for the stovepipe hat he always wore, High Knocker was the last Ho-Chunk chief to rule the area. His death in 1911 remains a point of local mystery. Some accounts claim he drowned in the Puchian River during a tragic swimming accident, while others suggest it happened on a drunken dare while crossing the Fox River without a canoe. Originally buried along the river, his son later moved his remains to Dartford Cemetery in the 1930s to honor his connection to the lake. The cemetery's mausoleum is particularly infamous. Visitors have reported hearing whispers, tapping noises, and even feeling a powerful force that either draws them toward or pushes them away from the structure. The ghost of a Native American chief is another prominent figure, said to appear in full ceremonial dress near his grave, as if keeping a silent vigil. Perhaps most unsettling are the accounts of ghostly children. People often hear faint laughter or see small figures darting between the headstones. One chilling legend claims that if you sit on a certain gravestone at night, the spirits of the dead will surround you, their icy presence undeniable. Despite its serene appearance during the day, Dartford Cemetery becomes a hub of supernatural activity after dark, cementing its reputation as one of Wisconsin's spookiest locations. Number 3. Pfister Hotel, Milwaukee. Standing tall in downtown Milwaukee, the Pfister Hotel is an architectural marvel that has hosted countless dignitaries, celebrities, and professional athletes since its opening in 1893. Built by businessman Charles Pfister, the hotel was designed to be a luxurious haven, complete with grand ballrooms, ornate decor, and cutting-edge amenities for its time. Yet Charles Pfister's death in 1927 seemed to leave a lingering mark on the building. Guests and staff alike have reported encountering his ghost, often described as a shadowy figure walking the hallways or observing the lobby from the grand staircase. Many believe he continues to oversee the hotel, ensuring it maintains his standards. Athletes staying at the Pfister frequently recount unnerving experiences: flickering lights, TVs turning on and off, and sudden bursts of cold air. Some even claim to have been awakened by unseen hands pulling at their bedsheets. One Major League Baseball player reportedly fled his room in the middle of the night, unable to endure the eerie occurrences. Some players have refused to stay at the hotel again. Despite, or perhaps because of, these ghostly encounters, the Pfister Hotel remains a symbol of Milwaukee's history and a magnet for paranormal enthusiasts. Number 2. The Brumder Mansion, Milwaukee. The Brumder Mansion in Milwaukee stands as a testament to opulence, history, and mystery. Built in the early 1900s by George Brumder, a prominent German-American publisher who immigrated to Milwaukee in 1857, this grand home was intended as a gift for his son, George Brumder Jr. George Sr. made his fortune publishing newspapers and books, including the widely read Germania, which catered to Milwaukee's large German-American population. His success allowed him to commission the mansion, a stunning blend of Victorian, Gothic, and arts and crafts styles. With its 3 floors and 8,000 square feet, complete with a ballroom, the Brumder Mansion was a symbol of wealth and culture. Sadly, George Brumder Sr. passed away in 1910, never seeing the completed mansion. His son moved into the home, decorating it lavishly with an eye for Gothic elegance. Over the years, the mansion evolved from a private residence to a speakeasy during Prohibition, rumored to be a gathering spot for mobsters, including those with ties to Al Capone. After several owners, it became a bed and breakfast in the 1990s, and it continues to host guests today. But alongside its historical significance and architectural beauty, the mansion carries a darker reputation. It's widely considered one of Wisconsin's most haunted locations. Reports of ghostly activity at the Brumder Mansion focus on 3 main spirits, each tied to specific rooms within the house. The Gold Suite is said to be haunted by a female spirit, possibly named Susan. Former owner Carol Hershey had a chilling encounter while staying in the room with her dog. She heard a disembodied voice yelling at her to remove the dog from the bed. Later, a bathroom mirror inexplicably shattered, and droplets of fresh blood were discovered on the floor, though no source could be identified. Guests have also reported vivid dreams of a woman while staying in the suite. Paranormal investigators describe her as a stern presence who dislikes changes to the room's decor. After a psychic revealed her disdain for dogs in the Gold Suite, the policy was changed to prohibit pets there, which seems to have calmed the spirit. A second spirit, believed to be George Brumder Jr., is said to haunt the George Suite. Guests and investigators have experienced cold spots, unexplained footsteps, and the sound of humming outside the suite's door. Objects sometimes vanish, only to reappear days later in their original spots. Shadows are often seen moving inside the room. George Jr.'s lingering presence adds an unsettling atmosphere to this already grand space. The third spirit is that of a child, often seen or felt near the Marion Suite on the 3rd floor. Guests have reported playful, mischievous activity, such as feeling someone jump on the bed or doors locking themselves. An EVP captured by investigators revealed a childlike voice pleading, "Don't leave, help me." Whether boy or girl, this spirit is thought to be behind minor pranks, like a doorbell that won't ring, and guests being locked out of the mansion. Today, the Brumder Mansion operates as a bed and breakfast, inviting guests to experience its romantic charm and perhaps encounter one of its ghostly residents. Whether you come for the stunning architecture or the chilling legends, the Brumder Mansion offers an unforgettable glimpse into Milwaukee's haunted history. Number 1. Sheboygan Asylum, Sheboygan. The Sheboygan Asylum, also known as the Sheboygan County Insane Asylum, was established in 1880 in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Originally intended as a place to care for the mentally ill, it was a typical asylum of the era, designed to house and treat patients suffering from various mental health issues, though often under harsh and outdated conditions. At its peak, the facility housed hundreds of patients, many of whom were committed for reasons that would now seem trivial, such as depression, anxiety, or even just behavioral issues. During this time, the understanding of mental health was limited, and the treatments were often cruel. One of the most infamous aspects of the Sheboygan Asylum was the poor living conditions. Overcrowding was a significant problem, and the building's infrastructure was not adequately prepared for the number of patients it was meant to house. As a result, sanitation and hygiene were often neglected, and many patients died from malnutrition, disease, or neglect. Over time, the facility became a symbol of mistreatment and neglect. Some patients reported being subjected to shocking treatments meant to cure their mental illness, such as electroconvulsive therapy, ECT, or even the controversial lobotomies that were popular in psychiatric practices at the time. The sheer isolation of the asylum also contributed to the suffering of many patients, who often found themselves abandoned by families and society. As years went on, the Sheboygan Asylum became overcrowded, and the conditions worsened. There were multiple reports of patients dying under mysterious circumstances, leading some to suspect foul play or neglect. The asylum's underground tunnels, which connected the main building to various outbuildings, are said to be the epicenter of paranormal activity. Staff used these tunnels to transport patients and supplies, but today, they're associated with feelings of dread and reports of shadowy figures lurking in the dark. After the facility closed in 2002, the building became a hotspot for ghost hunters. Investigators have recorded disembodied voices, footsteps echoing in empty halls, and sudden temperature drops. One particularly chilling account involves the apparition of a former patient, seen wandering the grounds in a hospital gown, seemingly lost. The Sheboygan Asylum's grim history and eerie atmosphere make it Wisconsin's most infamous haunted location, drawing those brave enough to confront its spectral past. As we conclude our journey through Wisconsin's haunted past, it's clear that the state is more than just rolling farmlands and picturesque lakes. Wisconsin holds a treasure trove of spine-tingling tales. This has been Tyler. Thanks for joining me on this chilling exploration of Wisconsin and its creepiest places. Which of these locations would you dare to explore? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let us know if you've experienced any supernatural encounters in the Badger State. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Join us for more chilling adventures. Until next time, stay curious and stay creepy. Bye for now.